Hey, it's Bay, founder of Event Bay and your go-to girl for all things weddings and events. Welcome to season 2 of Q&A with Bay. This season, the wedding day wisdom is still flowing, but we're adding a new perspective. We're talking about what really happens behind the scenes and why having a professional handle the load is the key to a calm, seamless wedding day, and shifting from DIY to why you don't have to, honey. Same honesty, same gems, just a more stress-free lens. Let's jump into today's question. What's the biggest timeline mistake couples can really make? That is a great question. And really the biggest timeline mistake is thinking that you should be creating your timeline in the first place. Just kidding. But no, having a general timeline is completely fine, but you really do need a professional to come in and help you fit all of the things that you want to get done into a realistic, real-life situation timeline. One example I can think of is my couple who had a lot of different things that they wanted to get done during their wedding day. And it's their big day. They absolutely should do all the things that they want to do, but everything was literally back to back to back. And that's just not realistic. Like Pinterest timing and real wedding timing are two very different things. So the couple had originally built the timeline themselves, and on paper it looked cool, but like I said, it was just way too stacked. And when I realized and reviewed it, I was just like, why is hair and makeup happening this time? And family photos is like 15 minutes with 20 people trying to be in it. You didn't even include travel time between. And I'm just like, whoa, we got to back this up. So to them, the timeline technically worked if every single thing happened really perfectly and instantly. But let's just be honest, nothing is perfect, and weddings just do not work that way. You're always going to have something happen where people are going to run late, or, you know, it's going to take a little bit longer to do one thing that you might have anticipated. Family members disappear right before photos. It's always that one uncle, I'm telling you. Transportation gets delayed. It's just always something. And that's a real wedding day timeline, and that's okay. But before the wedding came, I really just completely restructured everything. I told them to tell me what their priorities were. I asked them what they were okay with shifting, and I went to work. I went to see what their vendors already had pre-scheduled, what things could not move, and then where we could fit everything else in, and then added all of the extra timing in between that we needed. And it wasn't to necessarily take things away from them, but it was just to make the day actually feel good, because you don't want to think back and say, oh, we got all these things done, but you felt like you were rushing, because it just wasn't realistic. And so that's what I did. I added realistic transition times and buffers between different moments and extra things here and there, and gave them intentional breathing room too, so that you can really relax and be in the moment instead of rushing from one thing to the next all day, because that's how a wedding day really does get away from you. And the difference was immediate. The wedding day felt really calm. Nobody was panicking. Vendors weren't being rushed. And the couple actually had moments to pause and enjoy themselves while still getting all the things that they really wanted to do done. So that is all for today's Q&A with Bay. If this helped you dodge a planning disaster, hit save, share it with your engaged bestie. And if you've got a question you want me to answer, just drop it in the comments or DM me. I'd love to feature it on the next episode of Q&A with Bay. And don't forget to follow at the Event Bay for more wedding day wisdom. As always, plan smart, party harder.